Never play it again.
Sorry.
Josh Gad is a good comedian, maybe not a great singer. I don't know.
I don't know. He's on everything lately, it seems like. But yeah, I thought I would give you guys just a little bit of summer. Olaf style from Frozen. Frozen 2?
No, that was Frozen 1.
It was Frozen 1. I know. You know what? They also, like, when we get to like Frozen 7 and they all start to like get the same thing. I think, what are we on? Like Cinderella 12 at this point? It's ridiculous. But anyway, welcome to the Growth Call. We missed you. Is it steamy where everyone is? Is everybody enjoying this humidity? Just so you know, friends, I don't actually have curly hair. It's hilarious how this weather is affecting everyone and the weather, and people are cranky, but we're going to be your little spot of sunshine on a Monday.
Who's ready to get started? I am.
I am.
Started.
So I picked a summer song, Jen, so we could talk to our friends about summer. Last year, we ran a really cool thing called the Summer of Shift to try to keep everybody pumped up and ready and try to change their mindset on how we're going into these summer activities and what they're doing.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, what? Oh no. So what we've learned is that there are some agents who take their foot off the pedal and the mute button. And what we need to do is, when all other people are on vacation, what do we need to be doing right now, Jen? What should our agents be doing?
Going to the beach.
No. No, not in this weather. It is black outside my house right now and pouring.
Oh, you mean like call their database?
What? You know, everybody's always asking us for the secret sauce, the next big shiny object. But what we're hearing and what we see every day is
solution-based right there, Christian. Solution-based. I love that every time. You can lead generate on the beach, by the way.
If you're Christian Scott, you are. Anyway, I've never met a person
like it
that Christian hasn't spoken to when we were out and about. You think I'm chatty?
Well, he's also friendly, kind, and very intelligent. So be like Christian, right? So here's the thing. You can lead generate in multiple different ways this summer. So when Brooke says you're taking your foot off the gas, it means that we're not being purposeful about our lead generation time. We all know that everybody has a different disc. How many of you know what I mean when I say disc? I see more than 50% of you. So you know the DISC. What that means is we all have a different style, personality style to us. And that's how we're going to lead generate, by the way. So if you're a I, you are Brooke Silva. You are on the beach with a banner, with your like all stickers and people
shiny shoes
you with the shiny shoes. Like that's who you are, and that's how you're going to lead generate. If you are a high D like myself, you look, you say hi, you smile, you're excited, and you're moving on, right? And then if you're an S, you stay a little longer, and you're like, oh, should I go say hi? I don't know. I don't want to disturb anybody. I really want to go talk about real estate, but I'm just not sure. And if you're a C, you're like, I am sitting in this chair on this beach by myself with a book that is this thick, and I'm going to read every page. And that's okay too. You could lead generate in every one of those styles, by the way.
You can.
You can. So I guess the whole point of this is lead generation is all around us. It's up to you to pick the style that works for you in your world and go crank it. Like, any of you know Ashley Harwood?
I love her.
She is amazing. She has built her business off of being introverted. It works, guys, right? So the point of today is, please don't take your foot off the gas pedal of purposely getting out there in the world and letting people know who you are, what you do in your profession. Brooke, I'm going to get off my soapbox for a second.
I kicked that soapbox over to you. You jumped on it. But it's true, when everybody else is sitting back, relaxing. Remember, everything we do, you see in 90 days. Tiffany scared me the other day. She held something up that was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. In one hand, she had the date, and in the other hand, she had a 90-day out calendar. So she runs with 2 calendars on her desk at all times. And it was such a vivid, like, picture reminder that everything I'm doing today, I'm not going to see the results till 90 days. And it was our mid-year check, right? So if you are not near your goals that you had set, this is the time of year when we check those goals.
I have 3 months. I have 3 calendars. So if 2 freaks you out, come to my house.
Nope.
I
Thanks
got
for the-
3.
I'll stay outside by the bonfire, but thank you. Thank you, Teresa. Appreciate that. And one of the ways you're going to do that is by being more human more often. That's what this call is for, right? Is to give you not only the tools at 2:30 and every time we do those things, but to help you be a person outside of stats and find ways to have conversations with people to bring them into your world. We are feeding that relationship piggy bank. So let's get into our content this week. As always, I have
Oh, wait, before we do, I have to ask everybody on here,
Yes.
and please either put it in the chat or unmute. What is your number one way that you get leads? What is your source? It could be sphere of influence. It could be by golfing, could be by your side hustle, could be whatever. What is your way that you're getting the most amount of people to say yes or give you a referral for a lead? In person, sphere of influence, database,
My sphere.
sphere,
social media.
client,
Yeah, girl, that I knew that was going to be Christina Myers when I saw that.
that girl. She is killing. If you guys want to follow anybody and see how to get a following on social media, please go follow Christina Myers. Just go follow her. She is doing so many creative things. And we've been talking about this for a few months. And here's what she's going to tell you. And Christina, if you can't come off mic, you please do. She's going to tell you that at first, when you start this, you're going to get a ton of likes and this is awesome kind of thing. And then there's going to be a period where it slows down and people stop liking it. And you S's are going to be like, should I stop doing this? I should stop and kill this plan altogether. Here's the thing. What she's going to tell you is don't do that. Keep going forward with whatever social media plan you have, because it's going to start working and snowballing and creating this really big thing. Christina, do you want to add anything to that? Did I mess anything up?
Yeah, no, that's a great point. It absolutely, it's like 3 months in or so usually where it just kind of drops off. But keep pushing past that. It's like the plateau. It's like, just like if you're trying to lose weight, right? You got to keep pushing and sticking with the plan, just like anything else we do. It's about consistency. And one of the things when that happened for me that really kept me going was, even if the likes had dropped off, I was getting people that I hadn't talked to in years reaching out on social media in text, just saying hey, I loved your video. I saw this. Or every time I go to a networking event, that would be the first thing someone would say, or I'd meet someone new going, hey, I know you from Instagram, or I know you from Facebook. So I'm like, okay, this is working. And now I'm getting the leads. And I think actually the vast majority of my clients that I'm working with right now are strictly from social media. So it works.
It takes time. And it took so much time, right? You were one of our, from the beginning, peeps. And it wasn't overnight that you got this following. It wasn't overnight that people responded. And you've had some hit or misses. I watch you like a hawk. I know if I click on the KWNE hashtag that I'm going to see one of your posts up there, because I do watch them for everyone. But I see there's days where your community hits. There are days where your community misses. But it's all about a wide net.
Exactly. And that's some of the videos too. And you kind of have to get past that, putting yourself out there, because there are some videos still that I watch and I cringe when I watch myself in them. But you never know who that's going to resonate with, and it's just about that consistency and kind of keeping the page up to date, keeping it not only top of mind for people, but honestly, that's how the social media algorithm works too. The more you post, the more they're going to put you up in people's feeds. So you got to just do it.
Yeah, I agree with you. And, I tested this out organically or by accident, I would say. My daughter is 4 and she's been doing these live cooking shows for a couple of years now. And I did it for her because she wanted to. Yet I will tell you, if you're friends with me, every time I go into a room that somebody's a friend with me, they're like, I love your daughter's cooking show. So it works. People are seeing it. We don't get hundreds and thousands of views or likes, yet I know that it's being seen. So think about that for your own world. And by the way, this is the flip side of this. If you don't like social media and social media is not your thing, don't do it.
Right.
Go
Absolutely.
find something you can do, because there were successful people before social media happened. You could find another avenue to go jump into. Because what I see happens, I don't know if you guys have ever done this, but you ever go to a seminar or you go to like a big event and you hear all these different ideas and you're like, oh, I could do that, and that. And then
Yep.
you don't do any of them well or for a long period of time because it's not your thing. It was somebody else's thing that worked really well for them, but it wasn't yours. So when you hear these ideas, find the thing that you are passionate about, that you could get behind. Now, Christina, I know Christina, she comes from a background of TV, of like that was her personality, right? So that works for her really, really well. So do
Yeah,
something.
no, that's a great point, Jen, because I actually was just having this conversation. I'm up in New Hampshire this weekend, and I was talking with another agent up here, and she was asking about the social media. And as we're talking, she was talking about how she's just really not tech savvy and has a Facebook page, but like hasn't even logged on. And so she was at first asking me how to do it. And that's exactly what I told her. I said, to be honest, this sounds like this is not something that you would enjoy. Because she said, well, how do you come up with your ideas? I'm like, it's because I'm on social media and I'm constantly watching other things, and that's how I'm getting ideas. If you're not in it like that, it's not going to come naturally to you. And I feel like that also comes across to people. They know that you're out of your element and you're not doing something that really aligns with what's comfortable for you.
I couldn't agree more. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, Brooke, now we could dive in.
Yes, thank you always. And one more thing to add to that, get good at one platform or use the tools to grow across two. Honestly, like just stick to one and grow from there. Just get really good at one and good at the conversations. So we're going to start today with Tiffany's on the road trying to get down to us. So we're going to start with her stuff today, and I'm going to pretend to be Tiffany. Just kidding. Nobody can fill her shoes for us. Let me just move things around. And every month you have a June coaching calendar, or a whatever month it is. And this week, sorry, I made it so big and she's not even here to yell at me that she can't read it. It's about cracking the lead gen code, the growth call. Everything we do for coaching is there during the week. How many of you know that we have Ignite after hours happening? Right? I want more hands. I need more hands in that. Gang, if you can't get to us during the daytime Ignites that are happening, this is the perfect thing to do at night. And it's Tiffany and a whole bunch of great people. And then later this week, from contacts to conversion, again, Ignite after hours, and then the accountability circles. We've got all that going on. All right, let's get to the growth call content. And to get to that, all you have to do is click on the link that's below the calendar, and it will take you right there. And all those links on the calendars are clickable, tappable. Woo, woo. All right, let's get into our language of real estate. We're continuing with this. You know what's funny about social media, Jen, is sometimes people watch, but they don't engage. But they will engage with you in person or messenger. So last week, someone said to me, it's working. And I said, okay. And I was like, what's working? They're like, the language of the alphabet of the real estate stuff you're giving. And I said, well, show me. And they're like, I can't. The person called me. So the person is reacting in a way that they're comfortable with the agent, instead of clicking the like, the love, and putting a comment in. Because they're like, because I didn't want to get a bunch of notifications every time somebody else commented on your post. But I wanted to tell you that I absolutely did not know something you put out there. So keep doing that. I like those posts. So that's just another thing to remember, is that as we're doing these things, people may not react in the way we want them to on social media, but they are watching, they are seeing these things. So we are keeping up with the language of real estate, and we are talking escrow this week. It was deed last week. We're on to E. What's the F going to be? Escrow is a legal arrangement in which a third party temporarily holds money or property until a particular condition has been met, such as the closing of the home. And then sometimes it can be used to protect both the buyer and the seller throughout the home buying process. But remember, your mortgage company holds escrow as well, right? To pay for things like taxes in the first year and different things. So this is a great one. Tag your lenders and the people involved in these different parts of the process so that they can help you with questions as well. Oops. Let me move this over. Okay. Next, curb appeal. Curb appeal. I drove from Connecticut home this weekend, and one of the highway on-ramps was closed. So I had to go back roads for about 30 minutes through this gorgeous country roads. And the amount of farmers' porches with all these flowers and different things I saw, I was like, ooh. So what does curb appeal mean to you? Because everybody's design style is very, very different. So put it in the chat. What does curb appeal mean to you? And how do you think this helps your real estate business? How do you think it helps it? What's something you could, or someone you could tag in on this?
So I would probably tag in a landscaper, architectural designer, something like that. This actually hits home for me pretty hard because if you drove by my house before Friday, it was just ugly, to say the least. My mom flew in from Florida and I put her to work, and I now have curb appeal. So I love curb appeal. Keeping up with curb appeal is very hard for me. So I would tag a landscaper, architect, or design, somebody who does that and loves it, because it's not this person. I
No,
love
can
to
you
see
have-
it.
Can
We
you
buy
have your mom
artificial
come to my
plants.
house?
Right? That's what
Yep.
Christian says too.
Come to my house next.
Curb,
Sending her right up. Yep.
curb appeal. We buy Jen artificial plants instead of real ones, just so you know. I've learned that lesson. As gifts. But how about this? Bonus points for opinions on unique or bold front door colors. I saw some of the most incredible doors driving through these back roads. Bold colors, bright yellows, a pink. Like, Hope was like, pull over and show me that pink door. And I was like, we're not stopping at some country road. We're gonna get shot. Like, no, we're not stopping and going to that thing. But the amount of flowers that are out, the amount of beautiful porches that were out there, or the landscaping we saw, is incredible. And again, I'm drawn to flowers. Flowers are my big thing. Color pops, huge pops of color, especially when it's a set it and forget it garden, right? Where I don't have to do anything.
Brooke, we got a question. How does one tag someone?
Ooh, you @ symbol them. So you put the @ and you start typing out their name. And then when you click on it, it should pull their name in. You usually have to follow that person from your business page as a heads up, or have interacted with them somehow.
Or once you share it on your personal page, you could tag them there.
Yep, but try to keep them tagged on your business page. This is why I'm so big, if you've been to my Appy Hour, about only using the Facebook app for business when it comes to doing things in your business, when you're applying and doing different things. I don't even keep Facebook personal on my front page, right? If it doesn't make me money, it's not on the front page of my phone, except for Pokemon Go, because we are always competing with that in my family. So that's the only thing on the front page, right?
Okay,
So,
all right, we got another question. What's the difference between liking someone and following them?
So like means you'll see their posts when you either search for them or as they come up. When you follow, you will see things more often. So I always tell people, like and follow my page. Like and follow my page. It allows them to see you more often inside of their Facebook page. So that's why I see some of you so much, and my feed is filled with real estate friends. It's because I go in and like and follow you so I can see. That's a
Love
great
that.
question.
Yes, all these questions are good. Okay, let's keep
All right,
going.
we're leaving food behind this week for our This or That Thursday. It was really difficult to do, but I mean, we were really controversial. We were clam chowder battle, and then we were lobster roll battle. I mean, goodness grief. So this week we're talking about all things outdoor, because I would love for the rain to go away. This is me manifesting great weather for all of us in some weird like ASMR TikTok thing. I'm trying to bring the good weather to us. So when it comes down to outdoor fun, which of these do you prefer? Outdoor movies or outdoor concert? Put it in the chat. I know, Christian. I know. Look. And do you have a drive-in near you? There's like no drive-ins left. There's only a
Rhode
few.
Island,
You do?
the rustic drive-in. It is rustic.
I know there's one in Milford, New Hampshire. That's the one we drive up to, and it's like 2 a.m. before we get home. It is a long adventure to go to for us. But this is one of those fun things to find out what people are doing, or say, hey, have concerts on the Common every Wednesday in Wilmington where I live. There's concerts on the Common, and they're all local bands or student bands, and it's so cute to just grab your chairs or your little beach blanket and go sit down, pack a little dinner in a cooler and go down and listen to them. I grew up going to the drive-in.
I do too. I just want to clarify from Lainey. Lainey, do you mean this content you can't find? We're going to be sending it out and giving it to you.
So last week I was questioning how to do it, and you guys were awesome and showed me how to do it, which I was thrilled. So I went to go back in to start my week again to like set up all of my posts, and I couldn't find it. And I'm like, where is this?
It's in the Growth Call Facebook group. So if you are not in there, I'm going to put it in the chat right now. It's always pinned at the top.
Okay.
So you can always grab it there. And this is copy and paste. So you're copying the captions into Command.
Yeah, it was
And then
great.
you download it. Yep. And we make it so that there's no logos on there. So you do have to put your DBA logos in. And that's why I love doing it from Command and scheduling them. Take the 15 minutes after this call and set it and forget it. It's like a Ronco. It's the rotisserie chicken machine.
Does anybody have questions on how to actually take the content from where we're giving it to you to getting on social media? I want to make sure we're all good with that. I see a couple.
I definitely have that issue. I just can never, I don't know how to find it, to get it, to download it, to post it.
Let's talk about it, because we want you to find it and we want you to use this content. So Brooke, help us out. How do we do this?
Sure. If you are a guest of KW New England, I have posted the link to the Facebook group. Please join it, fill it out. We'll get you in there, or one of us will accept you in. If you're an agent of KW New England, you get this in email from us after the call every single Monday, or you can go to this link. So what you're going to do is, let me reshare my screen, friends. So what you're going to do is you are going to select and copy the caption. Where it says download the social post, when you click on that, it's going to bring you a link. And when the link opens, you just got to give it a second, because what your computer and Chrome is doing is checking for boogies and malware and viruses that may hurt you. So your download button may not show up right away, or if you hit these meatballs, you just click download. So now once it's on your computer, wherever you want it, you're importing it right into Command, however you're pushing it out, and ta-da, you've got everything ready to go.
And this is something where you could go right onto your business page and pre-schedule these to send them out for, as we do these weekly. As soon as we're done with this, it'll take you less than 15 minutes after this call to schedule those all out.
Guaranteed. And you're going to do that.
I think I was confused with.
I just want to add in something.
Oh, hold on, Kamal. Where were you, Horace?
How to get to the first part. Like, if I get there, I know how to download it, but I'm trying to, because like, for instance, I went into the link.
Yeah.
I know I'm part of the group.
So
but it says join group, and I'm like, I don't need to join.
Then you haven't joined the group. So if it says join group, you are not a member. So click.
I joined weeks ago.
No deal.
So I went in just now, I just clicked it in Facebook, and I can't find it.
Okay, so when we're at the top, let me go right from the back. So I'm at the very beginning of the page. See where it says featured?
Yeah.
Right? When you click that, it's going to open the post. So this is the original post that we pinned for you guys. Then when you click this where it says the GC month of June for Growth Call, now it opens the document and you click on it and get to I hyperlink them right to it. So you click on lore and it takes you right to the bookmark, or you can scroll. I have one of those mouses. It feels good when you're on a mouse, so I like to scroll fast. So I did KW, any Growth Call?
Brooke, I have a quick question.
Sure.
So I managed to, I post my posts the way you suggest nicely, but once it posts, do I go in then the next day when it's posted? And then I just take a comment section and just put a whole bunch of at landscape this and at, attorney such and such, or whatever you want to do, in order for it to be tagged? I mean, once I have this particular post there, I basically have to wait till the post posts, and then in a comment, I need to do something?
No, you could actually add the tags while you're pre-posting it, while you're what is it, setting it up to post. I'm like
Schedule
lacking
post, yeah.
schedule. Thank you. Scheduling the post. You could tag everybody in there while you're doing that. And when you schedule it, it'll get posted at the time you schedule it with all those tags in there. So you don't have to do it double.
But here's where I'm going to give you a little trick.
But wait a second, when you set up your post, there is nowhere's a tag. I mean, where do you do it? Under the?
It's in the body of the post. But here's why I'm going to say, hang out for a day or two. Don't worry about the tags in the body of the post as much as putting them in the comments, because how many of you have seen a post and all of a sudden you see juicy comment numbers, right? I see 18 comments. My nosy brain is going to go, why are 18 people commenting, or what are they saying? So that's why I like to tag my people in the comments and say, hey, Jen Bovey, do you want to weigh on this question? The other thing is, I don't know what my community is going to tell me right now. So on that curb appeal, am I going to have people that are saying, I've always wanted a farmer's wraparound porch that's screened in, or I wish I had a landscaper to do better screened loom, or a new walkway? We don't know what our community is going to give us. So I'm not going to jump the gun and get out there and start putting things out. I'm going to wait for my community to tell me its needs before tagging people in and saying, if you need real estate, if you need landscape, if you need this, if you need that, want a new porch, let your community ask for it and then give it to them. Does that make sense?
It does, but most of the time, if anybody responds to the posts, I just get a like, the like button. That's it. And so you cannot do anything with a like button unless I comment myself and then do the tag.
So this is where friends come in the future, and we call them plants. And every now and then in a new class, I have people I call plants. It's literally staged people you put on the front porch, and you call your plants and you say, Christina Myers, I need you to do me the biggest favor, friend. When I post this, could you please go in and ask this question to help start it off? They're plants.
Brooke, a lot of times what I will do is I look at the likes. And I will say, oh, Brooke Silva just liked my post. I'm going to message her and I'm going to say, hey, Brooke, thanks for liking my post about curb appeal. What was it that caught your eye on that? Have you just recently did something to your house like I did with mine? Something silly or something provoking where you're just having a conversation. They don't need to comment on yours, but you could go find them and comment to them.
And then
I'm so glad you just said that, Jennifer, because that's actually what I did. Is I usually fall back to messaging, and not everybody is on the messenger, but I picked up a client that way by messaging.
Absolutely. Use all the tools we have, guys. We have them all. Pick the ones that are going to be the best for you, your top 3, and Messenger could be one of them, especially if you're getting likes and no comments or not enough comments. I love that, Erica.
Yep. Everything works. Nothing doesn't. It's where you find your community and what they do. And again, have your plants. Have your plants. All right. So that's the end of the growth call data. Oh,
yes, we do have a couple of questions about command and how to get started to do the post in there. I'm sure you could overview on that, maybe.
We can. So we won't go deep into it and put a whole bunch out because I'm not connected. Mine is a training page, so it goes to nowhere. So you're just going to see failures when I do it, but I will run through this. Yes, Valerie, these are always on your business page. I'll say it over and over and over. Your family and friends have gone nose blind to your real estate business because we have done nothing but puke real estate on them for years. They're over it. They're not interacting with it, so it's not showing up. We are the Febreze commercial. You walk in, they have no idea you're in real estate because they just don't see it anymore because it's all we post about. Post on your business page, share things back that are fun. So that way, when you need someone to see a real estate post, you've already been pouring into them in your social relationship a little different. Not everything belongs on your personal page. My mother was the first one to be like, "Hi, remember us, your family? We are so sick of you." And I was like, "Well, that's nice." She's like, "We want to see the kids again. We want to see what you're cooking. We know you're in real estate." And I was like, "Well, thanks, Doris." And okay, point taken. But you know, it takes a mom to say those things to you sometimes. But let's get into that. I will roll through that quickly. I am going to stop the recording and restart so that
We got to give away a gift, and you
Oh
have
my
to
God.
stay here. We're actually doing a thing. We're actually not giving one gift away.
we're
We're
giving
giving 5.
5. Okay.
5. And there's 43 people on the call. 5.
Okay. So
Go
can
ahead.
we test them first? Does everybody know where reactions are at the bottom or top bar in your thing? Does everybody see something called reactions? Because you're
Where?
going to have to be one of, when we say go, we need 5 people to click that raise hand button to win a prize.
Where is the reaction
It's
button?
at the bottom. So you'd see reactions at the bottom.
Ah, I see that. Okay.
Yep. So when you click reactions, raise hand is right there. But don't, Ray, you're out. You're out. No, I'm just kidding.
Not fair.
So,
All right,
when
wait, before we do that too, we want to make sure that you guys know next week, we want to make sure you know it's 4th of July week. Did you know that? 4th of July is already here. Here's the thing, Monday, we're working.
you'll see
A
this.
lot of people are not. You might not be working. We are going to be working. So instead of having a traditional growth call, because a lot of people are not working that day, we're going to have some fun and have a game show call on Monday. We would love for you to join us for our game show call. It'll be Jeopardy style. We would love for you to come on. We will be giving gifts away and having fun. We will not be doing a traditional growth call on Monday. Just making that quick note. Okay.
Ready?
Ready? Go. You go.
Oh, they did it. We've got 5. Oh my God. We've got more than Jen. This was like Guy's grocery
All right,
game.
listen, here's what. All right. The voting has stopped. Everybody that has a hand up is getting a ticket and
What?
a thumbs up. All right. Hey, we're doing it. We're doing
Oh my
it.
God. Well, hold on, because I gotta
probably
get a
gonna get in
screenshot.
trouble.
I gotta get a screenshot.
know.
Tell them what they won.
I'm getting in trouble for this. It's
Oh.
okay. Ask for forgiveness.
Nate
All right,
and Matt, this is recorded. I had nothing to do with this.
All right, I gotta go.
No. Tell them what they're getting.
Oh, that's right. So here's the thing. We have a phenomenal class going on here in Warwick, and you might have to clear some things or move some things around, but everybody that just put their digital hand up here is welcome to come to the class tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. And we're offering it for you guys here. It is a $25 class. If you've already registered, you just let us know. But everybody who's on this growth call that put their hand up is getting a ticket if they would like it. So it's called the Alchemy of Money. Did I say it right?
You did.
I say it right. Yes. And it is honestly going to be one of the best classes you're going to come to for the year if you're interested in building your wealth, saving your tax money, coming up with a wealth plan, and a ton of other things. We have a guy coming in. His name is Brandon Green. He's supposedly the best of the best. And Brooke is putting the information in the chat as we speak. So every single one of you that just put their hand up, you guys are welcome to come to the class tomorrow on the region. Sorry, Matt and Nate, but it's on us. Lunch is included. It's going to be a great day. Clear your schedule. Be there. All right. I really do have to go.
And I'm hosting an agent get together tonight, if you're local, at the Warwick Crown Plaza, about 6:37. So come see me there. There'll be other agents that you can network with. Jen is gone. Oh my God, that was insanity. Let's stop the recording.